For 8 hours a day, Ravi repeated the same motions: scan, bag, bill, repeat. By the end of the week, the repetitive drone of the register had replaced any sense of engagement with his work, leaving him exhausted and detached. This is a persistent management dilemma: how to reignite drive in a worker whose daily schedule has become a loop of meaningless tasks. Left unaddressed, this detachment creates a vacuum in the workflow. A disengaged employee is a friction point that slows down every other part of the operation. Ravi's manager first tried job rotation. He moved Ravi from the registers to the aisles to arrange shelves, then to the service desk to handle complaints. Changing the setting offers a brief distraction, but it rarely solves the underlying problem. Moving a bored worker to a different repetitive task simply changes the flavor of the boredom. Management then tried job enlargement. They added inventory tracking and staff training to Ravi's existing list of chores, hoping a busier schedule would lead to a more invested worker. This is horizontal loading. You are expanding the workload sideways, adding more tasks without changing the employee's level of authority. Adding weight to a flat line eventually causes it to buckle. When you pile on responsibilities without granting the power to manage them, you get an overwhelmed employee. Increasing the volume of work addresses the symptoms of burnout while leaving the cause, a lack of agency, completely untouched. Realizing that variety alone wasn't working, Ravi's manager stopped assigning specific tasks and started assigning objectives. Ravi was given a blank floor plan and a single directive: redesign the entire store layout and choose the product displays himself. When an employee moves from following a checklist to analyzing a floor plan, their perspective shifts. Instead of wondering what time their shift ends, they begin to wonder how a customer's path through the store influences their choices. This shift requires management to step back. It replaces the safety of a script with the uncertainty and the potential of trust. This is vertical loading, or job enrichment. The employee node moves upward on the chart, absorbing the supervisor's decision-making power. Unlike the horizontal model, it isn't about the number of tasks. The side chores disappear, replaced by a single higher-level responsibility: the power to decide. By pushing authority down the chain of command, the organization changes the nature of the worker's effort. They are no longer a tool being used by the company. They are a designer of the company's success. Ravi stopped being a clerk who happened to move shelves. He became a strategist who used the shelves to solve the store's layout problems. Autonomy turns a passive observer into an active participant. It tethers an individual's creative pride to the company's bottom line. Ravi designed a layout that focused on customer flow and intuitive product groupings, details that management, removed from the daily floor experience, had overlooked. The results were immediate. This chart shows the 40% increase in sales that followed the implementation of Ravi's layout. This growth was unreachable through standard management tactics. It required the specific, ground-level insights that only a frontline worker like Ravi could provide. Handing over decision-making power isn't just an exercise in morale. It is a specific strategy for capturing value that sits hidden within the staff. The defining metric of a motivated workforce is not how many tasks they are given, but how much of the why they are allowed to control. This vertical loading creates a sense of permanence. Like a keystone that stabilizes the arch, their specific choices hold the operation together. When an organization trusts its people with genuine authority, the hierarchy changes. The business stops being a place where they work and starts being something they own.